What's up, YouTubers? Today we're going to take a look at the American Blade Works Model 2, designed, manufactured, and supported by Michael Martin. Michael Martin is American Blade Works. I first saw this when I was just watching I think it's the 2023 Blade Show videos that were coming out, and I knew ABW, American Blade Works, was making some awesome stuff, and then I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was able to score one of these from River's Edge Cutlery. So these are kind of not available a whole lot now, but you can find them on the secondary market, and obviously Michael has made a lot of these, so you can find them, and it's definitely, in short, it's a worthy find. This is an interesting, it's kind of a sheep's cliff worn foot, so it has a very straight blade, like perfectly straight, as does a Wharncliffe, but most Wharncliffes have a full distal taper. This one has kind of the sheep's foot on top, where it kind of maintains some of that thickness, and then at the very end it kind of thins down. But if you take a look, it is definitely very thin at the behind the edge. So yeah, very well done. I'm going to call it probably the Worn foot in this case. It utilizes titanium scales, and it actually has inset steel liners for including lock bar, and on the other side as well. I'm not sure how this all shows, but yeah, it's very interesting design in terms of that. I'm not entirely sure why, but I don't mind it. Yeah, the beautiful milling pattern on this thing, it's absolutely kind of stunning. You can see I've used this a lot the last 6 weeks. Working under the car. Definitely the titanium clip, which is works really well. It lost out to concrete, so yeah, that can be buffed out pretty easy. But let's talk about this. This blade is made 100% in the USA. It has a 3.25-inch blade of Magna Slut Super Steel. It weighs 4.7 ounces, and it prices at $329 US. For a Magna Cut blade with titanium and this good of precisioning, honestly, that's a really good price. Kind of jumping into some of the pros of this knife. Actually, I'll just cover that one now. In terms of kind of some comparisons or alternatives, the first one that kind of came to mind in terms of a Wharncliffe blade, in similar size with that 3.25-inch blade, is the EMP EDC Nimble W, the Wharncliffe. I gotta be honest, I don't remember all the exact prices of these. This is roughly $300, I think. I'll go ahead and link the video of the review of that one under there, up there, and then the Devo Knives Buzz. Again, similar size. The biggest difference on this one is it does have contoured titanium. But again, that one I want to say is in the roughly $300 range. Both those are made in China. Made very well. This is QSP. And I forgot who this one was made of. You know what? I'll link that review up there as well. And that would be kind of in the similar price range. Again, 100% USA made. And then in terms of kind of what I thought in terms of like a use case, is this one's maybe a little bit higher end in terms of it's on washers. But as far as the blade use, I just kind of found them similar. Is the Chris Freeze Inkosi, the Insingo blade. It could be the Sebenza as well, but this Insingo blade definitely has a little bit of that belly, but I just definitely found the use of it very, very similar. And then also the like kind of like pull cuts work fairly well. These are in the $525 range, so definitely this is in a really, really stands kind of in a class of its own in terms of titanium made, 100% USA made knives. So really, really good. Let's jump into the pros of this. The milled lines are absolutely gorgeous. I kind of already showed them. They give it really style and grip. Definitely in the hand, gives it really, really excellent grip. The Magna Cut blade is heat treated amazingly. I don't know. I've watched other reviews on this one, and I don't know the exact. I didn't have to send this one out for heat, Rockwell hardness, but I can tell you I didn't have to sharpen or hone it at all for 6 weeks of straight carry. I literally just put a couple of the knives in my pocket for a few days, but over 6 weeks, this did everything, including, like I said, in the garage. So yeah, it's really good. I can't complain about it at all. It took no chips at all, and in fact, like I said, it's not. It's definitely lost a little bit of that. I could probably just stop it, and it would get back to that essentially near hair shaving sharp. The flipper is comfortable for light switch and push button. So light switch works really good, and push button works really good. And I will say, and we'll come around to that on the cons, is you do have to commit to it. So it's one of those where you got to basically make a decision and say, yep, I'm going to do it. But it does both excellently. This thing has radiusing everywhere, around the entire outside. It's just awesome. So you have these mill lines that provide grip. You have the radiusing, and then you have this crenellation on this backspacer here. Would like to see a little bit longer backspacer, but you know what? This works. And for the price, like I said, I ain't complaining at all. It's very nice and compact. A nice, good weight. It was actually very comfortable in hand in gloves in camp. I actually pulled this out to carve on wood in camp, and it worked out really well. So yeah, the radiusing just makes for super comfortable. Like I said, that was just top notch. A lot of those, all of those other ones, each have a certain degree of chamfering, just kind of basically a little bevel cut off, but this one has that nice radiusing that's rounded. So just, it's for me, it's just that extra little step up on there. And then the last thing I think is excellent is the neutral grip. Any position you hold this in, it's just awesome. So it's such a good neutral grip. I put it in with probably one of the greatest handles of a folder, and this is the Les George VSEP. You can kind of see the lines are very similar on that handle. The VSEP just being a little bit wider, fits my hand a little bit more comfortably, but I was like, oh yeah, this is in that realm. And I'm not saying it was copied at all. I'm just saying it's in that realm of excellence and neutrality, and I feel very secure with it. In terms of the cons, it's a one trick pony, so it is a flipper only. But like I said, you can flip it multiple different ways. Both work great. And then kind of like the ancillary to that is just that you can fail this enough if you don't commit to it. And the funny thing is, it's not because the detent is weak. You can't shake this out. I tried again and again. I really have to wing my entire arm to get this to shake out. So the detent is excellent on it. It's just one of those things where, you can flip it if you're not thinking about it. Some, like if you get that Hinder one that gosh, I forgot. Well, we'll skip on it. But it's that Hinder knives that Zero Tolerance made, 0562. That one you can't fail. Like if you get to the point where the detent is ready to break, you just can't fail it. So this one you just commit, no problems. Overall, what would I say? This is everything that it seeks to do. It does so with class, style, functionality, practicality, and at an affordable price. This to me is an instant classic. Honestly, everything I thought about it when I first saw it, it was one of those where I was like, oh my gosh, this is everything that I thought it would be, and it is that good. So yeah, congratulations, Michael Martin. This American Blade Works Model 2 is absolutely worthy of all the accolades that it gets, and the fact that it sells out does not surprise me. So yeah, if you like this kind of utility blade, it's just this. I haven't handled much better one than this for this particular style. So yeah, I hope this was of use. If not, interesting, and I appreciate the likes and subscribe if it was. Have a great day. Take care.